think I could tell upper management that we are, breaking new ground on measurement, on control, on being able to operate our plants better.
The wireless systems actually help the operators respond much, much faster.
What I'd really like to do in the future is expand wireless to our other tanks in the caustic area and also to our tank farm.
The Emerson networks are easy to set up, easy to configure, and reliable. They just run.
PPG Industries' Chemical Division plant in Lake Charles, Louisiana, USA, has been a pioneer in using wireless technology to improve process and business results.
PPG is always looking for the lowest cost solution to provide economies to our end user. One way to do that as an engineer would be to provide instrumentation and measurement solutions at the lowest possible cost. In fact, to give them more options, more measurements than they had dreamed possible. Wireless does that for them. We realized that early in the game and wanted to be an early implementer.
PPG has had a long history of using Emerson products. We like their transmitters. We think they perform well. And when they came out with some new generation wireless technology, we thought we'd try it because of the history and the good performance we've had in the past.
Emerson's smart wireless technology helped PPG gain better insight into their operation by putting more information within reach, information that was previously too difficult or expensive to access.
Wireless technology lets you put measurements where you couldn't before. In certain areas like our steam lines, it was very difficult to get conduit and wire to those locations. But it's a very important application that we need to know about. So the wireless was just a great fit to be able to put those transmitters out there.
The wireless information is actually utilized by the operators on a daily basis. They use this information to control their steam header temperatures and allow them to better control the system. This allows them to respond more quickly and more effectively to plant process upsets.
On some of our existing tanks, redundant level indication was desired. PPG decided the best means to save conduit and wire was through wireless instrumentation.
Before we had the redundant measurement, we were relying solely on the radar indication, and we were concerned about the possibility of overflowing a tank in the case that the radar might happen to fail. The wireless information is transmitted to our DCS system, and the logistics operators who are responsible for transferring material into and out of the tanks use those levels to determine when to stop a transfer in order to avoid overfilling a tank.
PPG found that Emerson's smart wireless solutions delivered the benefits they were looking for, and more.
The cost benefit for using wireless networks would be the conduit and wire savings alone. Here at PPG, our estimators tell us we can save anywhere from $20 to several $100s per foot in conduit and wire savings. When Emerson first approached me with their industrial wireless solution, they said, "We're plug and play." Gotta admit, I kind of laughed. Nothing I've seen so far was that easy, but I'm a believer now. It was truly plug and play. 5 minutes after installing it, the wireless network came to life. It's been there ever since.
It's easy to do. Installing the Emerson wireless is fairly simple. It's put a 1420 out there and start lighting up the sensors. They just talk.
Emerson's wireless network is incredibly reliable. After installing it, commissioning it, and everything comes online within 5 or 10 minutes, everything seemed totally flawless. Here at PPG, especially at our acoustic unit, we're using 3 different vendors with different frequencies and or different protocols. We're currently experiencing no coexistence problems in that area.
Maintenance on the Emerson network, I haven't had to do any. It just runs.
The opportunities for putting wireless to work are almost limitless. PPG is already exploring additional applications.
We've got some projects going today where we're testing wireless technology, and one of the technologies that we're testing today is on vibration. We're able to connect vibration transmitters out in the field and get vibration data back to the control room without running any cabling at all, and get a very quick installation and get the data coming back to the control room very quick.
We're currently using wireless tablet PCs in our operational units. They're used for several things. One such thing is the operators can go around and look at the DCS on the tablet PC. They can also be used for calling up operational procedures or using AMS to calibrate a transmitter or look up information on an existing valve or transmitter.
And that's just the beginning. For PPG, the future of wireless technology is bright.
My expectations for the wireless system is it would be transparent. I wouldn't know that it wasn't conduit and wire, and that may be a high expectation, but I think Emerson has been meeting that expectation. So in the future, as long as we have a place to mount a transmitter, we can get a measurement there.
In the future, what I'd really like to do is expand the wireless service to my other tanks.
What we'd like to do is use the wireless system to create a backbone of wireless transmitters throughout the facility and allow us to gather data all along those remote steam headers.
As wireless technology becomes more and more available, and I see us installing it on a large number of equipment sets, major equipment sets, important pieces of equipment that we cannot justify running the cabling to. And by having this data coming back, we can alert people to problems very early and prevent major failures, reduce our maintenance costs, and improve the reliability of our equipment.
We're currently in the process of procuring more receivers throughout our plant with the hopes of stimulating growth in all those areas. I can't wait for the future. I see within 5 years total proliferation throughout our plant.